Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with another box to go along with Treat Box October. And today's candy, we are going to keep it in the Reese's family and do some Reese's pumpkins. They are in their little fall or Halloween jack-o'-lantern costumes. So we're going to go this, and I'm going to do one piece. And I wanted to show you an oopsie daisy that even though I make boxes all the time, the pizza box style box, our purple book, sometimes it's hard. And I probably should have typed in the arrows, but I didn't because I didn't. I probably should for the next books. But for this one, I wrote the wrong measurements. I needed the up and down measurement, not the left to right. So mine was all wrong. And I noticed it as I was going through the measurements. So we're going to do this the correct way. And I need to remind myself by putting in my arrows. I need my left to right. See, and I just did it again. I need my up and down twice, my left to right once. Right? Because I want my box. You know what? I'm going to change my measurements altogether because I want my box to open this way. All right. So my left to right measurement. I want my presentation box. So when you open it, you see the Reese's correctly. This is where you need to determine if you want your flaps squished in or all the way out. I typically leave mine however they want. And so I'm going to do 2 3/4 for my left and right. My up and down. So how long is this thing? Or this way. 1 1/4. How thick is she? I'm going to say 3/4. Okay, now let's go ahead and plug it in. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. My left to right is 2 3/4. My up and down is 1 1/4. So on this bottom box, we don't need the left to right. We just need the up and down measurement because we need to get from this line to this line. So we need our up and down. Okay. Yes, I'm reminding myself. All right. So my left to right measurements are 1, 2, 3 measurements. Okay. So 0.75 plus 2.75 plus 0.75 equals 4 1/4 by my up and down. Let me answer that. Okay, so where were we? Our up and down. Okay. 0.75. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0.75 plus 1.25 plus 0.75 plus 1.25 plus 0.75 equals 4 3/4. So that is our long side. So 3/4 plus 1, 2, 2 3/4, and 4. Our short side is going to be 3/4 and 3 1/2. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's get our paper. So 4 1/2 by 4 3/4. It looks like you could probably get, you can only get 2, but that's okay. You can get 2 boxes out of 1 sheet of paper. Okay, look for scraps in your scrap bin to see if you can, use your scraps up. This is 4 1/2, so I only have to cut it down to 4 3/4. which works out nicely. Get rid of some scraps, and make your project. Okay, so on the long side, which I think we're still on, we're going to score, you know what, I'm going to do it the cheater way. So I'm scoring at 3/4 inch on all 4 sides. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. This box probably would have been better if I just followed the measurements as they were instead of doing it this way. Because now I'm going to have to go back through and see which is the long side. Okay, so on the long side, 3/4 inch, 2, 2 3/4, and 4. Okay. And then on your short side, you have your 2 pieces there. Okay, so bone folder. Make sure you crease all of your lines really well. You know what I always wondered? I see some people using the front end of their bone folder or the back end. I never thought to look up why, but if you use your back end, why do you pick that end as opposed to this tip? Doesn't matter. I don't know. All right, so put yours where the long side is at the top. Take our scissors and we need to cut up all of these score lines. Let me move this out of my face. Okay, so you're going to cut up the score line. We're working on the square, so on the left hand side, you're going to cut off like half. And then you're going to miter and miter. Your next score line, you're going to cut up that vertical score line. Cut up your next vertical score line, working on this middle square. Cut off half. And miter, miter. Your next vertical score line, cut up, working on the right hand tab. Cut off, miter, miter. Yes, normally I miter then cut off, but today I'm cutting off first. I don't know. Rotate it, whatever you did to the bottom you do to the top, vice versa. So that score line, cut off half, miter, miter. Score line, because we need this middle piece right here. Miter, miter, cut off half, and then this last score line, working on the left hand side, half, miter, miter, or miter, miter, half, don't matter. There's your box, okay? If you have directional paper because you're using your scraps from those 12 by 12 papers we have left over, determine which side is going to be your top and which side is going to be your bottom by just folding it over and making sure the direction here is correct. So the bottom tray gets 4 tabs and the top tray gets 2. Glue. Making sure you get the glue mainly on that folded edge. That's going to be your most important. Sometimes I don't even pull it down to the bottom. All right, line up your tabs with your edges. Okay. Again, the bottom tray gets 4 tabs. Top tray gets 2. I've got a little glue happy with these ones. It's a lot coming out. All right. Okay. Top tray, making sure you have those 2 tabs and the glue is completely on that folded side. And line them up. I didn't miter that one the best. And make sure that piece as well. Okay, towel, because I put way too much. Right. Where's my candy? You should probably let it dry longer than what I've done, but there you go. I know I'm being picky. Okay, I'll just put it up because that's where it wants to be. And then close her up. Look at how cute that is. I love it. So cute. No, well, a tiny little bit of a wing, but that's okay. That just means I didn't press it hard enough or I cut something wrong. You can always add your little finger pull right there with a, you know, with a small circle or whatever. So if you change the direction, you're left to right. Let me show you. Okay. If you switch these 2 measurements, this way, if your left to right is the 2 3/4, your box is going to open in the landscape position like this, okay? If you put your 1 1/4 first, then your box is going to open this way in the portrait position. So you can switch this up and do some this way, some that way, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But anyway, I hope you guys make these boxes. Please tag me. Thanks for watching. Bye.